Let's get into some of the big fight rumors and matchups. You know, in the boxing world, I done heard some stuff about Errol Spence possibly coming back to fight Jermell Charlo. You know, they both was under Derrick James on the one time, man. How you feel about that fight, and what you think that'll mean to boxing?
I just heard about it recently, like last few days ago. 50-50 fight. I don't know. I think they know each other well. I don't know who wins that fight. It would seem to me, I'm more of an Errol Spence guy, but maybe it would favor Charlo a little bit just because of the inactivity of Spence. And ever since Spence had that wreck, he just hadn't been really the same. And that hurt me a little bit because he was there. I'd like to see him fight. I would love to see the Crawford fight before the wreck, but he hadn't been the same, so that's kind of hard to tell. I would have to see, how that would go. It would seem like it would favor Charlo at this point more.
You think it'd be a good fight for boxing? Like, you think that's a fight a lot of people will get up for?
Sure. Why not? I think everybody tune into it. I don't know if it's the greatest fight for boxing, but I think that just as many as thousands and millions of people will view in to see it for sure. Just for the history of the background of it,
Yeah. And we got Canelo versus Terence Crawford, man. Crawford moving up 2 weights to take on Canelo. Who you think will win that fight, and do you think it's a good idea to move up two weight classes to fight the top guy?
Once again, that's case by case. Normally, I wouldn't really suggest fighters doing that, but Crawford's a different kind of man, kind of human being. It's a different kind of spirit. It's got a different kind of mind. If I'm to choose between the two of that fight, I am going with Crawford. By unanimous decision. I think anybody that thinks that Crawford don't have a chance against Canelo is not really looking deep into boxing and thinking with their emotions and thinking about. I'm thinking both ways. I think that obviously Canelo can win the fight because he's Canelo. But I think Crawford can win this fight. I think Crawford, he doesn't look as bigger than Crawford as people think. Crawford is strong in his core. People forget about that in boxing. A lot of stuff is core. Why? Because he wrestled for a lot of his life too. People don't know that about that. See, people forget about the balance that comes with being a wrestler and a guy that's why he can switch hit and stuff like that. Intelligence, his distance, his range, his knowledge, and his ability to adapt. And his mind is sharp and he stays locked in. And for him to be able to switch hit on both sides comfortably, and his movement, his range, his distance, and his power, I think that's going to surprise people more than they think it's going to surprise them.
Another big fight, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, man. Yeah, exhibition. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, for what? It's like this is a spectacle a little bit here. I mean, he needs to fight Roach again. That's still still some unanswered things there. Right. So, this doesn't make sense. That don't make sense to me at all. It makes sense to them. It makes sense money-wise. I get it. It makes sense money-wise, but I don't want to see that.
Right.
Definitely don't want to see that.
What's your opinion on? Do you think that fight is like hurting boxing, or you think it's just
some of it's hurting it? Yeah, I mean it's like it's starting to get. When they do stuff like that, it kind of takes away from the other stuff that they're doing great and doing good. Right. There's no point of doing that. I don't see the reason why, except for the fact the dollar bill. Yeah. That's it.
Right on.